All right, guys, let's have a look at this guy. He's apparently he left his forehead back in his home country, or it might have been the cost of the trip over here. Whatever the case, he doesn't have it anymore. But let's listen to what he says.
Never be too shy to embrace your foot. I'm a Somali, and my foot is out. He's on me, no one's on me. Get me? I've got big foot, a genius mindset.
I've no fucking idea what he just said. I've no idea what he just said. I heard Somali, and I heard at the end he said something about being a genius. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that you're a genius. Or you might be a genius back in your own country, but you're not a genius here. I can guarantee it. Because your average IQ, mate, in your country is 68. Now, to be classed as retarded in this country, it's a 70. So you're retarded. The average person coming from Somalia is retarded. Probably not a genius. Again, I'm just wondering what happened to your forehead. Like, that is ridiculous. Why do people keep saying that we're all the same people when there is no Englishman that's ever had a head shape like that? I'm sorry, but that's not the same. That is not the same. And guys, we are in trouble because we are inviting these people over. And don't get me wrong, it's the politicians doing this. It's the international wankers doing this. It's the NGOs and it's the Zionists and it's the Islamists and it's all the people that really don't like the West, okay? But then we've got our own people to worry about, the absolute psycho women. And it is, unfortunately, mostly women. You don't get mostly men doing this unless they're gay. So it's homosexual men and women and women. The homosexual women are like way worse than the normal women, but we can't really do anything about that. But I feel much safer with refugees than fascists. What are you talking about, you absolute spurg? Go walk down Tower Hamlets. Go walk around Tower Hamlets at 10:30 at night, alone, and see how safe you feel then. All right, darling, cutie pie? I mean, you're not the best looking woman. You're not the best looking woman in the world, but I'm pretty sure they'd have a go because they fuck goats. So I think it's still a struggle. They still might say no, but they do goats. So you're probably in with a chance. And it's not just the women before, like, I know I say women. I don't generalize. I don't mean all women. I mean the psycho women. I mean these ones, all right? Not all women, but women like this and women like this. I mean, look at this. What the that is a nasty marriage right there, isn't it? Just avoid, guys. Avoid. Look at it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Take that away. Put it back. And we've got our guys as well. There's guys as well. There's these traitors. The traitors. What are they? I mean, what else can you say? So this is... Carl Benjamin's brought this up. So he says, this guy's a traitor to England. He's called Robert Carter. I've never heard of him before, but apparently Carl has. Unless, why would you be tweeting him? So I'm guessing he's some kind of person that does something that's popular in some way. I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, this is what he said. If you hate the way Britain is because it isn't white enough, then please leave. Deport yourself to somewhere else, anywhere that isn't here. Your white-only utopian society wet dream will never happen, so best to just slink away. I'm proper English, so do as I say and get out. Mate, you are a retard. Within my living memory, it was a white country. It has been destroyed. So when you say we should just give up and end the dream of the white utopian society. No, mate, it was just 1990s England. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They've ruined the country within a lifetime. Do you understand? So I'm not going to take your advice. And when you say you're proper English, yeah, well, I'm going to doubt that. I'm looking at you, and you look a little bit mongoloided. You look a little bit mongoed. And it's probably because you've converted to Islam, isn't it? You see, I believe that the people of England are not going to stop until we've rid this country of a disgusting, nasty religion that has allowed people to co-opt it. Okay, they've done nothing about it. No Muslims have stopped this, so they've allowed the radical elements of their religion to co-opt their mostly peaceful religion. And now, the only thing people think of when they think of Islam are the terrible atrocities that are being committed around the world in its name. So no, I don't think you speak for the English, Bobby Carter. I think you can go and fuck yourself. And look, I know that there's nothing I can say to convince people not to vote for this guy. But think about what he said, okay? He said he's not going to tackle Islam because it's impossible. He has to embrace Islam.
If we politically alienate the whole of Islam, we will lose.
That is a big red flag. But okay, that's just one. He also said that he will not engage in mass deportations. He will not.
It's a political impossibility to deport hundreds of thousands of people. We simply can't do it.
And he hasn't really gone the full way to stopping the boat bastards. He just said that he would tackle the boat bastards, not stop them completely. Then there's remigration. He's definitely not going to do remigration. Then there's the demographic decline in the UK. He said that he's not bothered about the demographic decline in the UK as long as the people coming into the country remain British with their culture.
You say you're not concerned about demographic changes in Britain, but we have seen the fastest and most rapid decline of the white British population ever experienced in British history. This has happened in such a tiny, short period of time. And I think some people, many people in Britain are concerned about that. Majority cities that were once, 90% white British are now majority ethnic minority. Look at London, Leicester, Birmingham. So why isn't that a concern of yours?
Look, I'm very concerned that we have whole areas of our towns and cities that are unrecognisable as being English. But they're not unrecognisable as being English because of skin colour. They're unrecognisable because of culture.
In terms of the atmosphere in Britain, are you concerned that there is a rising level of anti-white hatred?
So the white natives can disappear from this land completely as long as they're replaced with people who say that they're British. That is Nigel Farage's exact opinion. Now, he's also come out and said that trans women can go into women's prisons. Trans men, whatever you want to call them, I don't really give a shit. What exactly are you voting for when it's Nigel Farage? Are you voting for a stepping stone? Because we don't have enough time for a stepping stone, guys. Keir Starmer could be seen as a stepping stone, okay? Keir Starmer's pissed people off to the point where we need actual reform now. Not this. Not Nigel Farage, just tiptoeing behind every fucker else in the country. Tiptoeing behind every other policy that's already been decided. Tiptoeing behind every trailblazer. We don't need that. We need a strong leader, not someone who is going to do this.
Well, when it comes to trans women in prisons, isn't it interesting that we run our country with people who become ministers, who generally have absolutely no idea of the subject matter that they're talking about? I've personally never worked in a prison, so I can't answer it. But
What? What? I haven't personally done something, so I can't have an opinion on it. Is that Nigel Farage's? Is that his stance? Then what's he doing running for Prime Minister? What's he doing? He's never been a Prime Minister before. He can't possibly talk about that. That is the dumbest sentence. That is the left's argument. My lived experience. Like, you can't talk about that because you're not a black person. You don't have my lived experience. You can't talk about prisons because you haven't ran a prison system before. That is retarded.
I think you'll find that the answer that you'll get from somebody who has worked in prisons at the highest possible level is, I think, basically it's about risk assessment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we all know what the law is. I'm not going to go back over that yet again. But to my mind, everybody who is in prison deserves to be treated with humanity and decency.
Really, Axel Rudakabana, who massacred and butchered 3 children, tried to kill more of them. He should be, and he attacked the prison guards in the prison. You think he should be treated with humanity and dignity? Because I think he should be hung publicly, drawn and quartered, and all of his body parts should be sent to the worst countries, the worst offending countries that currently invade our country. I have no chill on this. We do not need these people.
and that includes female prisoners, and it includes trans prisoners.
Okay, I know what. It's because she's homosexual. There is something wrong. Right? I'm not saying all homosexuals, okay? Again, I have to always premise this. But there's something wrong with your community. You're a little bit fucking weird. Will you stop trying to push these agendas on us that we don't want? We don't want trans to be everywhere. You can do what you want in the bedroom. You can identify as what you want. Just don't make us do anything, because that's going to piss us off. Don't try and change our rules, okay? Do what you want. Just don't fuck with us. And this, whatever it is obviously in that identitarian mold. There is something to be said about having a family. Then you have investment in the future. The reason that I don't particularly like homosexuals, and it's not all of them. The reason I think that they have a problem is because they have no investment in the future. They have no children. They have nothing to hold on to. They are living a single person's life. They make bad decisions. And is it any wonder that a lot of our Western leaders seem to be weirdly, not straight? Emmanuel Macron, Trudeau, Keir Starmer. I mean, Sunak doesn't look the straightest guy in the world, does he? I mean, what's going on, guys? Can we not just have an alpha guy, an alpha macho fucking guy be the prime minister and rule the country? Trump's doing well. Oh, I want to show you this. She is a moron, by the way.
Should trans women be automatically removed from all women's prisons all the time?
No, I don't think they should. What I do think is that each should be risk assessed on an individual basis. I think it depends on a lot of factors. And the prison service is, my life was spent doing risk assessments. And, I think based...
That doesn't mean you're good at it. Just because you've been doing something for a long time, it doesn't mean that you're good at it, okay? People have been making YouTube channels for years and they've only got like a couple of hundred subscribers. It's not because they've been doing it a long time. It's because they're probably not very good at it. I'm kind of getting pissed off now. Wow, first thing in the morning, I'm already pissed off. She gets more stupid.
On that risk assessment depends on where that person should go.
But the Supreme Court might actually check, the ruling by the Supreme Court might say, actually, you know what, all prisons have to be, no one who's not biologically female should be in a women's prison.
Well, they may well do that, but I could imagine that there will be several prisoners who will probably have
fucking retard. Absolute mongoloid. Can't answer a basic question. In other words, he just said, well, you might not get your way. And she's like, oh, fucking what? All right, anyway, that's it. No, I can't do it. I'm done. Anyway, look, the country is in serious trouble. Can't do this. Country's in serious trouble because we've got traitors everywhere, guys. We've got traitors pretending that they're loyal, pretending that they're trying to do the right thing. But they're not. They're not. They're part of the same agenda that we've been trying to get rid of. They're shadows. They're shadow people. They're here for an agenda. They're ideologically driven. They're not going to go away just because the public consensus has shifted. The reason that Germany is so messed up, by the way, and all you German people out there, if any of you are watching this, the reason your country's so messed up is because half of your country was a communist state for a long time, and then you just brought down the wall and let all the communists free into your country, thinking, oh, well, the wall's down now, everything's going to be fine. Doesn't work like that, guys. People are ideologically driven. They don't give up. Neither can we. I'll see you later.
If raising legitimate concerns about thousands and thousands of unchecked foreign-made